see the ticker. Yeah, I can see the ticker going. Okay, everybody. Rebecca here, and I'm going to talk to you about how to pack for a big bike expedition. I'm heading back to Laos for MTB Laos, my second trip to take a group back there. And people always ask me how I pack. So this is the pool table. This is the normal setup. And for me, it's super important on any sort of expedition, whether it's a one-day ride or a 8-day mountain bike trip like this. Organization is super key. So I'm just going to kind of walk you through, but I really like to lay everything out like this, look at it, and then I start editing. I start taking things away that I don't need. So very handy label maker, essential. You'll see I put my name on all this stuff and label it so that I can find things. There's nothing worse than looking in a big black bag of cords and stuff and not being able to find stuff. Or losing your gear when you're in a group, because we're going in a group. So I guess I'll start here. This is my little bag of sleeping bag, sleeping pad. So yeah, sleeping bag, shower towel. So this is kind of like the overnight bag. My coffee cup, my headlamp. So all of this stuff is right here together in a nice little cube. See the Summit cube? And you'll see with my packing, everything's in a cube so that when I put stuff into a giant duffel bag, I can just pull out, okay, it's time to go to bed. Here we go. I got my little sleeping cube. I've sorted out my food here. So we're heading into Laos, which, you know, we're going to eat a lot of rice and eggs. But I also bring some essentials with me. Electrolyte, fizzies, all essential recovery drinks, stuff I know I won't find in country, but I will be sampling the local fare. But I count out how many days, how many hours on the bike, and kind of organize it. Obviously this isn't 8 days worth of food, but it's enough for a little bit each day. And I also really like to bring the branched chain amino acids and also probiotic, especially when you're traveling internationally. So then on to my toiletry area. So these are all, you know, sunscreen, shampoo, the basics like that. I also bring all my vitamins here, and I take them out of the packages so that it's lightweight, because, you know, your luggage gets weighed and you don't need bottles. So I label everything: multivitamin, probiotic, fish oil, my malaria pills, and then some just some emergency to stay healthy when I'm out there. That stays there. And then we've got things for washing my clothes, chamois cream, insect wipes, all little small packages, keeping clean bath wipes. I will use this Camelback fanny pack for my camera and things like that. I have a Camelback I'll show you that I'm going to ride with, but this is going to be kind of like my little travel purse. So I'll have my passport, a camera, and things like that in here. Sunglasses. You can't get Red Bull in Laos, so I actually packed a couple of Red Bulls in the sunglass case. Medical equipment. So there's a lot of medical equipment here. I'm going to take a small adventure medical kit that will go with me in my pack riding every day. But then, since it's a big expedition group, I'm going to bring a pretty beefy kind of group package for things like abrasions, insect bites, allergies, trauma, all that kind of stuff. So I will have this for the team. Hi, Gracie. All right, essential paperwork. So I'm still kind of old school. I always print out my itinerary. Got some Laos money still left here, passport. And I really like to travel with a little travel wallet like this, so I can keep it, you know, close to my body, easy. I might even ride with this some days. All right, so let's see. Now we're on to electronics and things. So this is kind of my little GoPro bag with a bunch of cameras. And like I said, I mean, I use the label maker because all the cords are different. GoPro is different than charging the Garmin's, for example. And so GoPro stuff will all stay here. Garmin's that I'll be using on this trip, I'm using the Edge 1030 for my bike navigation. I really love this one because it's a really big touchscreen and really great for navigation on the fly. It's my new favorite. But I'll also bring the Inreach, and what this unit is really cool for, it's a emergency beacon and live tracking, and so this will also be running in case of emergency. We could call for an evacuation, and then people will be able to follow along online and also see where we are. I guess along the navigation points, I'll show you where we're going to be right now. So this is a map of Laos. This was the original Ho Chi Minh Trail ride that I did, where we're going now with this next group. We're actually going up into the northern area near the Plain of Jars and Luang Prabang, and it's much hillier up there, much cooler, so I'm really excited to kind of go up in this area and explore a little bit. Let's see. All right, back to the packing. So again, more sea to stomach little organization bags. You see a theme here. New camera that I just got, I'm pretty excited about. I always bring a journal and also a voice recorder, which has been a really fun way to, I can ride with this, and if you're like me, you get your best ideas while you're out on the bike and things are happening. So a lot of times I'll just record what I'm thinking or what's happening, and it's been a really nice way to have souvenirs. This is electronics bag, so we've got iPhone charger, international plug to plug in, an extra external battery for electronics, and that stuff all stays there. Again, this is all the cords are labeled for what they go to, so that I can find them quickly. Let's see. Hard drive, SD cards, a little bit more of the organization, like the cards that you go in the GoPro. The way I do this, I write full empty, so that I don't confuse, which cards have content on them and which ones are clean and ready to go. And it's mostly because I'm really forgetful and the equipment gets all mixed together. But this is stuff that I learned from my adventure racing days. I've been packing like this for years. So then on to clothing. The way that I do my clothes is everything is separated into a little cube for different things. So socks and undies will go in one bag. All my cycling clothing goes here in another bag. Rain gear will, and insulated stuff will go together, and then my regular everyday clothes will be in another bag, so that I can look into my bag and find what I need quickly. So then, the final step, it all goes in here. And you can see then it's all compartmentalized. I can grab and reach whatever I need, and that's enough for 8 days in Laos. Riding mountain bikes. So that's how I do it. Happy packing. Good luck. Now I have to put it all in. All right, I'll go show you my bike now too. Okay, I'm going to show you how I organize my Thule Round Trip Pro case when I travel. This is the case that I travel with, and obviously my bike's the essential tool. So I'm going to show you how it's already packed up, ready to go, but I'll give you a little tour of my bike case. I'm going to let Diesel out. You want to go outside? All right, you can go outside. He doesn't like it when I pack because he knows I'm going on a trip. All right, so here's how I've got everything in here. Helmet, spare tire, my shoes are under there. I've got some brushes and things for washing and taking care of my bike out on the trail. It's very muddy where we're going. Camelback that I'll ride with. And then this is my tool bag that I'm bringing with me. So what I've got in here is this is my tool roll that'll go in the Camelback just for my daily rides. And in there I've got brake pads, I've got a tire boot, I've got a chain, quick link, a tube, and a multi-tool. Then some extra stuff I've got that'll also go in: shock pump, regular pump. I'm bringing an extra derailleur hanger to Laos just because, or extra rear derailleur plus a derailleur hanger, because there aren't really bike shops there and I try to think about what are the things that are deal breakers, and if in transit, especially if the derailleur gets bunged up, I've got a second spare one. I also bring extra pedals and got some bike lights, some chain lube, and that's really it, and an extra chain. So it all packs up pretty nicely, and this thing is great because it's got wheels on it, and you can also, when we get there, the bike case you can take the sides out and collapse it down so that it's much smaller once you're en route. So you don't have to have a big case taking up all the space in the support vehicles. And then everything just packs right in there. And then we get on an airplane. Voila! There she is. All right, clothing. So I'm headed out to Laos for 2 weeks on the road, but 8 days of mountain biking over there, and we'll be on the bike all day, each day, approximately 50 to 70 miles a day, some side excursions at temples and some caves, and I want to talk to you a little bit about how I pack for 8 days of riding in really variable weather. It is ranging from 45 to 80 degrees there. It's dry, it's raining, it's sunny, so kind of a bit of everything, but also space is at a premium, and so you have to pack really efficiently. So this is everything I will take for riding for 8 days in Laos, and it will all fit into this nice little bag that will go into my luggage. So I'll just kind of walk through what I take. I've got a pair of long-fingered and short-fingered gloves. I have rain gear, super important to where I'm traveling. A really light pair of pants, really light but 100% waterproof rain jacket. I also take a plastic shower cap and a pair of surgical gloves. Those are my emergency rain gear that always live in my bike tool bag. I'll take a kind of medium weight insulated jersey that I can wear either around or on the trail. A super wispy light vest as another layer. And then these are kind of base layers that really you can do a lot with just base layers, and you don't need a lot of thick clothing. So I've got a lightweight warm weather one, a medium weight long sleeve, and then also a medium weight short sleeve. And these can be used just as t-shirts and things, but they're also really great for layering on the bike so that you don't have like a big bulky jacket on. I'll bring sun sleeves for arms, and one pair of arm warmers. These might get mixed, I'm not sure, because I've got the base layers and a pair of knee warmers. These are on the fence, I'm not sure. All right, and then I'm gonna bring, for 8 days of riding, I'm gonna bring 3 jerseys that I'll rinse out at night. These two are summer weight, but again I can layer. And then this one is the rally jersey, and it's vented on the back. So if it's really hot and I'm wearing my Camelback, this will be the jersey of choice for that day. Hi. An insulated vest as just another layering piece, and then shorts. How many chamois do you bring for 8 days? You don't bring 8 chamois. There's just not enough space, and so I'll bring two pairs of shorts for chamois and 1 pair of overshorts that I'll wear, and I'll rinse them out every night. This is what I use to rinse my clothes out, and it's just kind of part of the deal. You finish your ride, you rinse your clothes out, hang them up so they're ready for the next day. And often the chamois especially won't finish drying out overnight, so that's why I bring 2 pair, so I'm pretty much alternating each day, cleaning out 1 pair, and then I've got a dry, fresh pair for the next day. And that is really it. That's all that it takes to be, go from a range from 40 degrees to 80 degrees in really variable conditions. It doesn't take a lot, but the layering is key, and planning it out like this, and then packing it away. It's time to go riding.